All right, today we're going to start our Black History Legacy Makers with Philadelphia ties. And we're going to start with sort of an outside the box one today. Throughout the month of February, we're going to take a look at maybe key events, key figures, folks that was a first in something, and kind of switch it up a little bit from the normal Black History Month focus that we normally do. But we're going to start with Willie Mays. And I think everybody knows Willie Mays for his time with the New York and San Francisco Giants. Did finish out his career up in New York with the Mets. But one of the greatest baseball players to ever live. I'll get more on that in a minute. But he also was a big part of the civil rights movement. Now, he wasn't as outspoken and vocal as a guy like Jackie Robinson was. In fact, Jackie Robinson was very critical of Willie Mays for not speaking out and using his platform. But Willie, it just wasn't his style and his way, how he was raised. He was more like, I have a job to do. I'm going to put my head down, do my job, and do it. But he was very played a key role in helping to integrate San Francisco. There's all kinds of stories about him not being able to get an apartment or being promised an apartment. And then when it came time to sign the lease and get the keys, magically it was sold or rented out overnight. So like he did fight locally for things like that. But I think for Willie, I did a lot of reading, and Willie Mays is one of my all-time favorite players. So like I've done a lot of research and reading over my years. And one thing he did was serve sort of as like an inspiration for a lot of African Americans to be able to not only get to certain points in their career, but exceed and do them well. So he might not have been as vocal as a Jackie Robinson, but certainly played a role in helping integrate and really bring awareness and just be an inspiration for little black kids everywhere to say, hey, I can be like Willie Mays and I can do this. Now, to me, Willie Mays is hands down the greatest baseball player to ever live. He was one of the first guys that was like a five-tool player, could play defense, could run, could hit for average, hit for power. Just, again, outstanding defensively. And I think, hands down, he is the greatest of all time in baseball. And I know there's a lot of folks that can go back and forth. I'll get more into that, too, in a minute. But what's the Philadelphia tie here? Well, in 1951, he was in the minor leagues. He got a call from Giants manager Leo Durocher. I never knew how to pronounce his name, by the way. I don't know if it's Durocher or Durocher. I think it's Durocher. About coming up to the big leagues. At the time, he was hitting .477 in AAA. He didn't want to. He didn't think he was ready, and Durocher was like, dude, you're hitting .477. If you can come up here and hit .250, I'll take it. So Willie reluctantly agreed to come up to the major leagues, and on May 25th, 1951, made his major league debut at Shibe Park in Philadelphia. Went 0 for 5 that day, but played some good defense, made a couple good catches against the Phillies. But all throughout his career, Willie Mays was a Philly killer. 296, 61 home runs, and 196 RBIs throughout his 24-year career in the National League. But Willie Mays, one of the all-time greats, to me, the greatest to ever play baseball, is today's Black History Legacy Maker focus of the day. And his Philly tie is he made his major league debut with the Phillies in 1951. And again, played a big role in the civil rights movement, but more of a quiet role. He wasn't outspoken, and it just wasn't his nature to be that, but certainly has served as an inspiration and a role model for a lot of people in the black community over the years. I've read a few people who said the first game they ever went to, they saw Willie Mays play, and they're like, that's who I want to play like. He played the game hard. He played the game the right way. And Willie Mays is today's Black History Month legacy maker with Philadelphia ties.